Hi guys, this is Negla. I'm here with the March 2017 reading for our Divine Feminine Energies. Um, we have had a really wonderful month of February for the feminine energies. I feel um, many of the Divine Feminine many of us have reached that point where um, truly the pieces of the puzzle have been falling together. I felt that February was a month where we um, really set sail for the rest of the year. We took many interesting decisions or healed some lingering sources of pain. We have made some quiet, courageous moves beyond our own comfort zone to really show us what the rest of the year will be for us. And I feel that the progress that we've had for the month of February is truly amazing. And I feel March would be another month where the Divine Feminine will feel that everything that we've been working towards, every single bit of healing, every single bit of positive decision or positive action that we've taken forward is going to really be so emphasized in the month of March for us. I feel that um, literally March is going to be about the foundations of life. It's going to be about um, those decisions really being solidified into um, cornerstones, into um, the guides are showing me something right now. They're actually showing me a house that's being built. I feel that March is going to be, for example, if we're building a house, we're putting walls and we're putting columns and we're putting bricks on top of each other. And I feel the month of March is going to be exactly that. It's quite an interesting message. This is coming for the feminine, really, even before I show you the cards that I received from the guides about divine feminine energies for the month of March. So it's been, I feel it's going to be an exciting month. So let me show you the first card. And the first set of cards are going to represent the energy of healing that our divine feminine are going to feel in the month of March. So the first card that we received is Strength card. I don't know if you guys can see it, but maybe if I get it this side, well, it's not much better, but yeah, this is a little better. Okay, so this card shows a divine feminine. She's carrying that cycle or that wheel of stars or planets, or I feel this is a cycle of I feel this is the world. This is a cycle of the world. She's really carrying the weight of the world, of her responsibility on her shoulder. But I feel this time with this card is the feminine energies are showing a lot of strength in how they're dealing with their life, how they're dealing with the life's regular challenges and struggles, how she looks really carrying that burden or that tiresome burden with a lot of pride and a lot of strength. Really, she's no longer worried. She's no longer in fear. She's no longer um, in pain because of what she has to carry and what she has to really be responsible for. And I feel month of March is about our divine feminine realizing that no matter what life is presenting us with, no matter what kind of challenges or struggles that we are being presented with, we are definitely able to carry those challenges and fulfill those challenges in a lot of strength because everything that the feminine energies have been going through, all the healing cycles, all the healing challenges, all the healing tests that we have been receiving, it's about these moments that we're going to be facing, especially in the month of March. And we've been seeing some of them start to show up in the month of February, and we've dealt with them. But I feel that with the month of March, we're going to be presented with more, like I would say, interesting situations, or they might seem to us maybe as challenges, or they might seem as little tests that we are going to be faced with. And these are things that we are going to be presented with, so we can actually show our strength in the face of those unforeseen challenges or tests or situations that we might be facing with people. I feel very strongly that we're going to be tested. Um, but when I say the word tested, I don't like creating panic. I don't like creating the whole idea of fear of being tested from a situation, because it's different thing when you say that you are being tested and you're not ready versus I'm being tested but I'm fully ready. It's like we're going into an exam, but we actually know everything about that exam before going into it. And I feel that once you go through that test and you pass through it, it's going to be a very positive strength point for our feminine energies, because we're going to see our own strength in the face of challenges. And it could be something as simple as someone presenting you with their ego perception of you, um, someone challenging you with drama. It could be so many different things, and I feel the month of March is going to be about that. We are going to be ready for whatever is coming. And I feel from the guides, like I know when we maybe hear the word challenges that we feel a little bit afraid or a little bit worried, but I'm feeling the absolute opposite with it. I'm feeling a lot of happiness coming with it, because we're going to face something. It could be small, could be a little bigger, but I feel that the way we're going to be facing them, we are going to be facing it with a lot of strength, and that in itself is a happy event for us. And we're going to it's going to help us raise our vibration, and it's actually going to help us ascend. It could be a very minor little situation with a friend, with a colleague, or with even a sibling, or your ex, or a karmic relationship. It could be another challenge in life. But I feel we're going to actually definitely pass the test, and we are going to be feeling very excited about it, because it's going to add to our own strength. It's going to show us what we've been working on, and I feel that the guys are actually really excited about us going through it, because whatever we're going to be going through is going to be very satisfactory to us. I feel a lot of satisfaction coming up with it, that we're going to go through it. We're going to act um, with our soul being presented. We are actually going to show that side of us that we have healed. We're not going to have any pain with it. We're actually going to have a lot of strength to go with it. So I love this message actually coming from our feminine energies. I feel that would be really interesting. And I feel that many of us are going to be very excited about it. The second card that came for our divine feminine when it comes to our energy and our healing is called perception. And perception, if you see this card closely, she's an actress, and this is like a theater, and she has a beautiful red curtain behind her, and she's got two faces of the theatrical performance here, a happy face and a sad face. And um, she's having a lot of pride in what she's presenting. We can't fully see from her expression if she's really sad or she's really happy, but we are being presented with two choices here, and it's a perception we're going to be choosing our perception of situation. And I feel I think that's exactly what the guys want to say, with especially when I just mentioned with the previous card, that we're going to be presented with what we could see as a challenge or a little test or something like that. And I feel our perception of the situation is what's going to either make us or break us, or give us points of more strength in our healing, or we could see it as a setback. So our perception of what's coming is going to really set our foundation for how we are going to be envisioning whatever we're going to be presented with. And we have a choice. We always have a choice. We're always given a choice in either seeing a situation as, maybe for us, we could see it as a negative situation. But if we start to see every single situation as a chance for us to grow, and a chance for us to excel, and a chance for us to show how strong we are as divine feminine, then we're always going to see the happy face. When we see this theatrical performance, we're going to see the happy side of it, and the negative side is not going to be really emphasized for us, because we're always going to look at a happy outcome of every single challenge and every single thing that we're going to go through. And I feel that with the red curtains, and she's even wearing red shoes, and I feel that's about her passion for life. And we have that passion of life, and it's a passion, our perception of life. We're going to see always a happy face, no matter what we're being presented with. If we always and that even in my own personal life and in my own guidance to others, if we always take a step back and look at it as a wide perspective or a wide picture. And I feel, and especially because, when I connecting to guys, because I connect on one-on-one, I connect fully in as channeling, having full conversations with them. This is how they teach me. This is how they help me teach others, or this is how they help me convey messages to others. Is sometimes we lack the perception of the bigger picture. We don't see the bigger picture. We see our small, maybe TV size screen of what our life is. So we don't really see beyond that screen. But life is much, much bigger than our little perception of our little situation. Because from the guide's perspective and from the perspective of the soul, we see so many different sides of the same picture. It's like we only see it, say for example, in a three-dimensional view, while the picture itself, when you look from all sides, like take a 360 view of the same picture, you see so many different sides of that picture. And the guides are emphasizing, especially with this card, that is they want us to see the happy side of the picture. They want us to see that the situation that we're in today, or the challenge or the task that we're being presented with, has so many positive sides to it, that sometimes in our fear or our shock or our lack of strength at that moment makes us lack in our perception of that 360 degrees vision of seeing the same situation from all different sides. Not only from all different sides, but also see it how our little perception of it has a much deeper meaning to that little situation, or that whatever we're being presented with. I feel that the feminine energies are getting more complex and much deeper messages with my readings. And I know I mentioned that in see that also in my masculine reading, that with the readings that I'm doing, and when I'm being presented with those cards, and I'm receiving those messages from the guides. The guides want us to understand that life in itself is a journey, and healing is a journey. It is always about different steps, about different chapters of that healing. So if you follow my readings, for example, you'll see that each reading is building on the next, or it's just showing you the different stepping stones to where you are today, or where the energy is. And especially, if you're identifying yourself, resonating with the energy that I'm reading, you're going to see that progress in yourself, that progress, say in the divine masculine, the progress in the divine feminine. You're going to see that progress, on how the guides really want to show us that bigger picture. Like my readings are about they're about gaining wisdom. And I know I'm mentioning this in the divine feminine, in the divine feminine reading, because sometimes the guys really want to emphasize to the divine feminine that they need to see the wisdom behind things, and behind how things will take time, and sometimes, or how things are able to progress over a period of months, days, or even years. And sometimes even for myself, even as a divine feminine, I like the instant manifestation of things. But over time, I had to really learn, and many of us are, as a divine feminine, have to learn that instant manifestation is amazing, but at the same time, there's so many things that have to fall in place so the picture becomes perfect. And I know in my February reading for the feminine, I talked about pieces of the puzzle coming together. You can't expect from one piece of the puzzle that the picture is going to look really beautiful right at that moment. But when we bring all pieces of the puzzle, and it takes time to collect all these pieces of the puzzle together, so you actually can see that full picture. And when we're healing, we have to be patient with healing. Because even, and I'm going to use myself as an example, and many of us are, there's so many things that I wanted to have happen right at the moment when I wanted it to happen. But truly, when I look back, and I know that the guys have cheered me up and they have, supported me going through those, challenging situations. I wanted a specific change to happen, and I wanted it to happen now. I did not have that much patience to wait and to understand that every step that I was going through, and every step that I know that each person listening to this, every step that you're going through is to solidify something very important in you, no matter how hard it is at the moment, and no matter how challenging it might present you, how struggling maybe you be, or maybe you're in pain about a specific something that's happening, or something in you that you're trying to heal. No matter how painful it is, and no matter how difficult it is, every single step that you're going to take, or a stepping stone, is a stepping stone towards yourself back. And over time, when you actually look back, you'll understand why things have had to happen that way. And when you reach a point where you actually stop resisting the change, and stop resisting whatever is being presented to you at that moment in time, things become really, really easy, and manifestation becomes actually instant. And I would say that even from my own perspective, I've resisted my guides, and even you know even as communicative as I am with them, and channeling them, fully channeling them, I have that clear connection to them, I still struggled at some points because I was still healing. And I feel that the feminine energies are sometimes struggling with the challenge that they're being presented with, because they don't understand how important it is for them to go through that little step so they can actually fully heal their divine self. The third card that came for the feminine, I know this was a little longer message, but I had to say it because the guys wanted me to say exactly that for the feminine energies this month. And this is exactly, wow, this is another confirmation for it. This card for the feminine is about guardian angels, and I feel I actually did not prepare what I was going to say when I just said about the connection to guides. Now, it's like when I start channeling these things, I actually did not really pay attention that I had this card. It's about a guardian angel, and again, this is our connection to our guidance system. This card is a confirmation for the feminine energies to fully have trust in the divine connection that they have with God, with the universe, with their spirit guides. This is about the divine feminine fully trusting the guidance of their guides, basically. Because again, and just to continue that message that the guides wanted me to say and channel for you, is sometimes you don't understand the wisdom behind a specific action, or behind a specific life event that is being presented to us. And the guides see a much bigger picture to how this event is important for us. And this month of March is going to be about that for the feminine energies. It's about us trusting in the divine guidance that we're receiving. See, and this is something I know I've said it to others that I guide, or others that I've been helping with their healing, and I've been helping with the readings, is that they have, when God presents you, or when guides are presenting you with a specific piece of divine guidance, say they're giving you guidance about, and say for example you go for a reading with someone, or trying to see a psychic, or a clairvoyant, or a channeler, or someone like that. And God, of course, going to someone who's trustworthy and who is coming from a divine perspective is important. But for example, you get messages from your guidance, from your spirit guides, from your guardian angels, from whoever is being channeled for you at the moment. Your higher self is being channeled. Our guides are saying that once you get this divine messages coming to you, this is God and the universe giving you specific guidance about things that you have to either fulfill, or you have to follow, or you have to honor and respect. And when you decide to delay your respect to whatever is being said to you, procrastinate on it, or not pay attention to it, or actually in a matter disrespect it, then your life and many things in your progress are going to be hindered because you lack that respect to the divine guidance that you've received. And I know this is a very complex message for the feminine energies, but I feel it's very important because I've seen it with people that I guide. I've seen, and it's not like I'm the divine guide for people. I am like many other really, really good, trustworthy leaders. We bring messages from the divine. And when the divine presents you with help, because you're asking for help from the divine, and when the divine gives you that point of help, you have to honor that help. Sometimes you don't get it, maybe at the moment, but you will get it. You will have to understand that guidance is coming to you, and you have to give it the honor and the respect, because this is, you ask for help and it's being given you that help very easily coming to you, because there's so many people out there who are not getting help, but you are getting divine help. And when you get that, honoring that help means that many things in your life are going to be so much better, because you have to trust it. You have to trust that divine help. And when you resist it, and when you decide that you're not going to honor it, no matter how many people tell you the same divine guidance, and you decide not to honor it or respect it or deny it, then there are many things in your life are not going to progress, because you're not open to that divine guidance coming to you. You're not open to trusting your guidance system after you even ask for that divine guidance system to give you advice. So you have to give it that kind of respect. I hope this was an interesting message coming for our divine feminine when it comes to our energy and our healing. And I feel it was important to be said because the guys really wanted me to say that. Okay, so when it comes to our love life, or the divine feminine love life, the first card said, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I feel with this card is many of the divine feminine actually are honoring that side of them. They're starting to see themselves as lovable beings, as lovable souls, that they deserve to be fully loved and fully respected for who they are. And I feel that it's making such a big difference for our divine feminine, that their self-worthiness, that they're starting to acknowledge how worthy they are, and how their choices to love themselves in action. See, when I know that in my previous reading in last month, the guide said, for example, that we have to, they wanted the feminine to pay attention to nature, pay attention to having a healthier diet, healthier nutrition, and that is part of loving yourself first. When you put an example of how you care for yourself, and nurture your healing and nurture your emotions, then the love that you are giving yourself, because you choose to give that to yourself first. You're not waiting for someone from the outside to give you that self-love, or that love that you are expressing to your own being. Then if you have that to give yourself, then it will be reflective from others around you giving the same to you. See, sometimes for the feminine energies, and I've been hearing multiple messages, for the divine feminines that I'm working with, or I'm dealing with, and I'm helping, is that I hear the notice sometimes that I want someone to come give me this or give me that. I want someone to make me feel I'm worthy, or make me feel that I'm loved, or make me feel that I'm lovable, or make me feel that I'm, this or that. But then really, from a healing perspective, if you cannot give yourself whatever you desire from the outside, or desire to have in a companion, then something always in you will always be lacking, because you're going to be dependent on an outside source to give you something that is lacking inside you. So when that source, for example, that lover, is not giving you what you feel that you're lacking, then you are going to be imbalanced. And it's about our own balance. Whatever you have inside, you're going to be matched from the outside. So if you're expecting someone from the outside to give you something, then um, you're not working on yourself, and you're not being self-sufficient. You're not being whole. You're waiting for always an outside influence to make a change inside you. And this is, from a healing perspective, this is not fully going through towards your soul. If you're doing all the work that you need to give yourself whatever you need for yourself, then the universe and the guides and God always responds by bringing you more of what you have. There's always that law of abundance. Whatever you have abundantly inside you, whatever that is, negative or positive, is going to be always matched by the universe. That's an important thing for our feminine to see. The second card that I got for the feminine is honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I feel this is about a divine partner coming into our life. I feel some of our divine feminine are going to have that honeymoon period with a divine partner, their twin flame, a soulmate. And this could be mainly on an energetic perspective and on an energetic level, that you are actually having that honeymoon period with your divine lover on an energetic perspective. But also it could be in a 3D perspective, in a physical life perspective, that that divine partner is ready to honor their journey with you. I feel that because, for this card has two people going on a journey together, and they're being overseen by their spirit guides in a way. And I feel that there's a lot of protection coming in with this card. There is a protection of your emotions, and there's a protection of this divine love being nurtured. So I feel this is the honeymoon is a beautiful card for our divine feminine. It's something really wonderful is coming into their lives. They're gonna have love. They're gonna have that bliss that they're gonna have with the divine lover. I feel this is really good. And the last card is it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, so what's coming with this message, and I feel that it's just connected to the previous two, is if we are not open to love, the idea of being open to love, I feel some of the divine feminine get close to the whole idea of love in a way that they are only expecting love or expecting the emotion of love. I mean, they may have love for themselves and they have that emotion inside them. So it's going to be matched from the universe by bringing love to them. So what I'm feeling with this is sometimes a divine feminine, for example, they want love to only come, say, from a specific person or from one source only. But the whole idea about love and about that card really is about a perception. It's about our openness to life and love. If you're open, if God presents you, or the guides are presenting you with a gift of love, say the person that you have in mind, for example, or someone that you would like to be with, or the ideal partner in your mind, is not, say, giving you that love or ready to honor the connection with you, for example. If you are being close to the whole idea of, say, the guys are presenting you with someone, or a chance for you, or an opportunity to find love, or to actually enjoy love from another, because still we always, I mean, it's beautiful to enjoy love from another. So if being presented with that, and then you say, no, I don't want that, and of course, you have to actually really also enjoy that love from that person. It's not like you're going to force yourself to accept something you're not really liking. But if you're being presented even with a small chance to enjoy something that's coming to you from the outside, and you're not open to it at all, then you have some kind of a wall and some kind of a block, or, and I don't like the word block, but it's like your openness to love and life is not really there. So it's always going to still be matched from the universe. It's about how we embrace life and how we embrace the joys of life without being always just specific. I want something, and I want that specific person, and I want the specific situation. It's about us actually attaching ourselves to specific expectations, and the guides are always wanting us to enjoy life with whatever it's being presenting to us. because it's our expressions of openness. It's what's going to bring more and more abundance to us. Whatever that openness to change, or openness to love, openness to challenges, or openness to knowing new things or learning, it's that energy, because everything in life is about the energy that you are putting out. So if you're putting out an energy of being open, then what's coming to you is going to be an energy that's exactly matching what you are putting out. I feel this month is about teaching the feminine energies, very important, very deep lessons. Um, when it comes to careers and finances, and this is going to be a little long reading for the feminine. I received the first card that I received is the Emperor, Archangel Michael. It's a number 4 card. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. And it was strange with this card because I was shuffling and I got this card and I thought maybe I got it by mistake, and then it showed up again. Archangel Michael is he's an amazing archangel, and I feel so connected to him because he supports me so much everyday basis, literally. Archangel Michael is more about helping us with our organization, helping us with the protection, and actually helping us with our life purpose. And I know we've been talking about foundations of life in this reading for the feminine, and I feel that the number 4 here is about the foundations of life, and of course about the angelic help that we can get. But I feel always with the number 4, it's about foundation. It's about setting foundation. This is a major arcana card, which means it's a major change, and we're being some of us have already started making some strong changes, and some of us are being called upon to take concrete steps towards their life purpose. It's again about our leadership in our life and in our material life. This is about the feminine being presented with opportunities to be of leadership in their own lives. Not necessarily that you're going to lead an organization or lead a business or lead something like that or lead an institution, but it's about leadership in our own individual and personal lives that will help us fulfill our life purpose. And Archangel Michael is there to help us and protect us and guide us throughout this process. He when you are actually asking and seeking the help of Archangel Michael, you feel strength and a lot of strong support from him. It's a physical support. That's how I feel really when I'm connecting with him. And the second card that came for the feminine energies when it comes to careers and finances is number 16 card. Life experience, Archangel Samuel. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. This is about relationships in our work, relationships in even in our personal lives that are leaning us towards change. I feel with the number 16 here, this is about our material life becoming a result of our and with the number 1, the 1 and the 6, I feel it's about our material life becoming a result of our thought process. Whatever we're thinking or the positive thoughts that we have is going to be reflected in our material life. And I feel I'm so guided to say a significant life event. I feel that we are going to, some of our divine feminine are going to go, are going to get a significant life event. I don't want any fear to go with, these things, because I feel that the feminine gets so emotional about life changes. But significant means important. It could be, I feel maybe some might be moving or making decisions to move or something like that. And I feel significant also means that some of us are taking very strong steps to set sail and to create foundations for their life purpose and their their mission and their careers in that sense, and their spiritual careers, whatever it is related to your mission and life purpose. So I feel that we're going to start seeing things happen. It's very powerful and it's very, very positive card. And it's another major arcana. And the guides are saying with this, and Archangel Samuel with this card is saying that it's time to spread your wings. Really, they want us to not have any fear of what we're going through, because it's being conducted by our soul. This is our soul actually taking action and taking leadership into our life. I feel, and I know I've said it in my previous readings for the feminine, that we are getting very complex messages. Our feminine energies are reaching out towards deeper and deeper sides of our own healing, and March is going to be that example of our foundation, example of how we're understanding life in a much better way. Actually, we're becoming so clear in our understanding that everything that is going to be presented for us in the month of March is going to be um, kind of much easier for us to understand. And I feel with this reading, because the guides were very specific about things that they wanted the divine feminine to really pick up from this reading, um, is that we are going to be able to understand guidance much better. We're going to be able to understand life's challenges much better, and we are going to be able to actually use whatever change that we're being presented with, or the opportunities of change, we're going to use that to our best abilities. And we're going to be really smart on how we take leadership and responsibility in our own actions, and responsibility in making the positive changes that we want to have in our lives. This is going to be a good month of March for the feminine, and I'm excited to see that for many of us, or for many divine feminine who are really working so hard every single day to fulfill their joys of life, and fulfill the calls of their soul, and to fulfill in a lot of trust and a lot of faith in the guidance of our guides. With this, I hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you would like to connect with me for a personal channeled message or a personal reading, please use my email below, or text me, and I look forward to it. Or you can check my Facebook group page, Negla's Gardens of Wisdom, for channel messages that I post about the current energies, or the current message from the guides to us at this point. With this, I would look forward to another guided, channeled reading for our feminine energies.